Hey VC, it's Alexander from Wax and Wine, and I'm back with the Vinyl Tag 2025. Pardon me for being so late. This is literally the guy showing up as the janitors are coming and sweeping the ballroom. At this point, I don't even get like points for trying. It's like everyone's moved on. People are done people are passed out. They're sleeping in hotels. It's like, I'm just there. So I'm going to probably walk over to In-N-Out, or In-N-Out's probably not even open at this hour, and I have to go and just eat and be sad and sorry that I missed it. It's traffic on the 405, you know? Yeah. Okay. Vinyl Tag 2025, Pretty Green Vinyl Guy. Here's what I got. I'm going to go as fast as possible. I want to do the shortest video for Vinyl Tag. Okay, best purchase of 2024, new or old. The best purchase came by trade. I didn't pay. I just gave up 100+ records, and I picked up Pete LaRocca's Basra. This is a mono New York copy of this incredible and only one as a leader on Blue Note. That is a incredible album, and so very happy to have it. Now, from the same record store, this is called Going Underground in Los Angeles. There's two. There's Going Underground in Bakersfield. I actually bought this. I paid $200, so that's a lot. Boom. Quebec. Bossa Nova Soul Samba. 1962 US mono copy. So clean. Had to have it. And yeah, actually paid for that. Number 2, 50 years later, best album from 74. Well, now we're into 2025, so we would want 75. So as a result, I scoured my collection for the best answers for 50 years from 2025. It's blood on the tracks, no questions about it. I also wanted Brian Eno's Another Green World. Guess what? Both of them are on CD. They're not in this copious amounts of vinyl behind me. So I've got work to do. Here Come the Warm Jets, Mr. Brian Eno, Art Rock, Prestige. I want to thank this band for getting me into Brian Eno. I had no freaking idea how much I would fall in love just by listening to a song from 3 Mile Pilot, the San Diego group, who covered, very faithfully I might add, the song By This River. I would listen to this song on CD all the time. And I would go, God, this song's so beautiful. And so I started to look up Brian Eno, and yeah, the rest is history. I love his music. Okay, this is where we get controversial. Best band. No, sorry, I've skipped one. An album that defines a genre. Number 3. I could have probably picked the next artist I have teed up for you, but I chose the Specials for doing two-tone second wave ska in homage to what was happening 20 years prior in Jamaica. The first time I heard A Message to You, Rudy, I passed out. It was game over for me. Since then, you know, I'm all in and will always be all in. True, but I love ska, and the Specials to me could be erroneous, but that's how I'm gonna play it in here. They created that second wave. Number 4, best band from your home country. I tried to stay local. I tried to stay close. 30-minute drive away from my house is an area called Hawthorne. I believe that's where the Beach Boys come from. I could not find my copy of Pet Sounds, so I'm very nervous. I know it's somewhere, but I literally couldn't find it, and I definitely looked. Fantastic Christmas album. Beach Boys. Delicious harmonies, wonderful songwriting, awesome. An artist you miss dearly. Could have gone a lot of different ways, could have gone into my jazz realm, right? All these great trumpeters, right? From Clifford Brown, Booker Little, these guys who die way too soon. You have Otis Redding, unbelievable, dies. Richie Valens, gone. Buddy Holly, gone in an instant, right? We wrote a song about it. Mr. Don McLean. I went country. I went with an artist that always is pleasurable listen to me. There's nothing cheesy about it. It's just always kind of beautiful, reminiscent vibes. The Singing Fisherman, Johnny Horton. Joe's been a getting there. that would be a song I would say people should listen to. If you don't know Sink to Bismarck, if you don't know Battle of New Orleans, what else? North to Alaska, where he does this kind of like up and down, like we're prepping ourselves for this rockabilly vibe, right? I would have liked to know where this man would have gone had he not gotten into an accident. Okay, moving right along. Number 6, best live album in your collection. Talked about it a lot. Picked this up last year at a thrift store. So happy to have it. This is one of those 2 CDs I played over and over again that my parents owned. Finally got it on vinyl. Sam Cooke live, the Harlem Square Club. The interplay with the crowd, the women losing their minds over this handsome man singing so beautifully. Great songs, really getting the crowd involved. That's a good one. That's a good one that really just gets it all, you know. Number 7, your partner just dumped you. What album are you putting on? Okay, well, you know, I shudder to think what happens if Claudia does this to me, but I'll go back in time to when it did happen to me. So I was in late teens. I think I was like 19 going into 20, and I was with this girl that I just absolutely loved down in Orange County. And then, you know, as young kids do, we make a lot of mistakes. So I kind of didn't do... Anyways, long story short, she gives me the call, says, hey, bud, this ain't it. This ain't it, babe. So at this time, I was very into a band called Jets to Brazil. So I have an uncanny ability to listen to a song over and over again. I chose the song King Medicine by Jets to Brazil off of Orange Rhyming Dictionary. Now, this band has Blake Alexander Schwarzenbach as your singer. He is an integral member. He is the pioneering member of Jawbreaker. I got into this band backward. I went Jets to Brazil first with that emo tinge, and then moved into Jawbreaker, which was like straight punk. This King Medicine over and over and over again, you know, whatever. That's what I did. What do we got? Number 8, best sounding drums on an album. How about this? I just cheated. I could have done the Rush record, the one Rush record I own. I could have done my Police albums. I chose to really murder the drums with 2 of the great jazz drummers. Mr. Max Roach pitted against Mr. Buddy Rich. Of course it sounds great. Who are you kidding? It's a delicious record. Number 9, favorite artist who is a member of 2 or more bands. Again, I stayed local. There is a gentleman here. Actually, there's 2 guys that I learned. So Blake Mills went to school with this guy. So talk about like musical royalty. Blake Mills, phenomenal guitarist. Him and Taylor Goldsmith went to school together. Taylor Goldsmith is the son of a member of Tower of Power, but Taylor Goldsmith and his brother created a band called Dawes. And this, my friends, is really the album you gotta have from Dawes or give a listen to. I don't even remember what it's called. North Hills. That was embarrassing. No, but the song you really want to hear is When My Time Comes. If you're going to just listen to one Dawes song, listen to that. It's beautiful. I actually really like that music video they have on YouTube. Give that a whirl. Taylor Goldsmith. So what other band did he belong to? Well, he belonged to 2. In fact, he belonged to a super group that you all know. What is it? The New Basement Tapes. But then the other group who I have on CD is Middle Brother. And Middle Brother was like this super group that encompassed, you know, an indie super group that encompassed the lead singer of Delta Spirit and the lead singer of Deer Tick. And that is also great indie folk rock vibes. Killer stuff. And very, very close to me. Beatles or Stones? That's number 10. Hate these questions. I don't like to pit artists against each other. If you had to ask me, truthfully, I really do love the Stones, but I don't want to be that guy. It has to be the Beatles. It has to be. And I love the Rolling Stones. But the Beatles I can put on at any time. We can do it for a wedding. We can do it for a funeral. We can do it for a birthday. We can do it when we're studying. I mean, it's like these guys just kind of do all the things, you know? Okay, number 11, you found a bag of weed. What are you going to listen to? Well, I don't smoke weed, never have. Did have weed wine once. Yeah, that wasn't great. Jimmy, if you're watching, much rather would have smoked with you than drank that weed wine. The person who made the weed wine even told me, he said it's a waste of good weed and a waste of good grapes. But yeah, I got lit up. And the people I was with, I guess, if we were going to listen to something, we would all listen to you, Roy. Why not? I would share this weed with those people. Look at this album cover. Are you kidding me? Dread in a Babylon? There's nothing dreadful about it. It's just a man who's enjoying a fine toke. Yeah. There we go. Number 12, an album from the 80s you still listen to. I think a lot of people listen to a lot of music from the 80s. I came into this record embarrassingly late, but I play this record a lot. Tears for Fears, songs from the Big Chair. That might as well be a greatest hits album. I always knew Shout, and that's kind of the song I didn't detest it, but I thought, oh, what a cheeseball song. No. I was wrong. My bad. Tears for Fears, terrific. Okay. An artist who's, so number 13, an artist whose political stance has soured you. I will stay in line with my buds here. Most of you kind of answered similarly. I don't like it when anyone is too political. I don't like it if you're on the left or if you're on the right and you want to get really political. I don't really give a hoot what you have to say. In fact, I listen to a lot of music just like I watch a lot of sports, and I don't want to see politics involved. Now, if it helps your song, like, because I love Billy Bragg, right? You can't get away from it. Bob Dylan, Billy Bragg, I mean, I can name the artists. Okay, if it's like ingrained in the songwriting, but then it's like a beautiful melody. I love folk music, come on. But it just bothers me when people at like concerts want to start telling me who I need to vote for, telling me what I need to do. I don't care. Don't, please stop. That would be my answer. Okay, number 14, show a favorite record label. But I chose Blue Note, dude. Come on. I'm all in on jazz. They coin it the Blue Note sound, for God's sakes. Mr. Art Blakey, terrific musician. Now, if I had to be really thoughtful about the answer, I would say Tacoma Records. So I got into Mr. John Fahey very early on. I loved his guitar work. Well, of course, I've learned about Robbie Basho and Peter Lang and all these other guitarists who've been on this label, right? Like a Leo Kottke, in fact. Just great musicianship, fantastic. It's amazing how like nothing else going on a recording and you're totally glued in. This John Fahey album that like set me off was some CD I got at Amoeba like 30 years ago, and I just was hooked ever since. Number 15, a run of 3 great singles. So I'm just going to show you one of their singles because I want to keep it short. But this is their full-length album. I don't know if you can hear me, but The Cure. That's who I chose. That's Boys Don't Cry. That was a US and a UK copy. And yeah, could have gone with the Smiths. Definitely should have gone with the Smiths because so many wonderful singles that get released. How about this? Number 16, an RSD purchase that you actually consistently listen to. RSD soured me pretty seriously on these Bill Evans and Gun Club releases. They would do a new Gun Club concert and a new Bill Evans concert. And I thought, you're drowning us in like extras. Like it's such a money grab, it's bullshit. But for RSD, what is cool is when they put something out that's like the first time on vinyl. This is an LA guy. He's not from LA, but John Bryan, who did the score for Synecdoche, New York, and has done many great scores. The first score I ever heard was I Heart Huckabees when I was with my dad at the UCI theater there. wow, what a style. That man is a legend. If you have an opportunity in Los Angeles, he had a residency for, God, I want to say it was like 20 years. Just a phenomenal musician, just an incredible genius. Everything he does is amazing. This is a movie that really wrecked me. It was very, very difficult to watch. It's also incredibly long. It's sad, but his music, God, his music. So that's a score I do like to go back to. Number 17, I can be reincarnated as any artist, dead or alive. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Willie Nelson. I want someone who's had beautiful progeny, children, wonderful family, and then still alive, performed with a vast array of the greatest musicians, like Ray Charles to, I'm sure he's been with Post Malone. Did I just say Post Malone? I don't know. But like, you get what I'm saying. Like, it's just this crazy range of musicians he's recorded with. The guy's still touring. He's going to play at the Hollywood Bowl this year with Bob Dylan. Are you fucking crazy? Of course I want to be Willie Nelson. I probably would smoke weed if I were Willie Nelson. I'd probably be more calm if I were Willie Nelson. Guy's amazing. Number 18. Best 3 lines in a song. They belong to Bob Dylan. Let's not kid ourselves. I'll find them. I'll put them up here. If you want to go dark, I'll go Leonard Cohen. But it belongs to one of those two. End of story. I don't care. 19, an album that I never tire of. How about my first CD I ever got? Cake. Fashion Nugget. Starts with Frank Sinatra, ends with Sad Songs and Waltzes by the great Willie Nelson. You want to talk about great covers. Their cover of I Will Survive. Game changer. Forget about it. It's over. Yeah, so that's it, guys. That's my vinyl tag. Hope you enjoyed. Wish you well. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.